Anyone I'm missing? I'm trying to fix the chat bot, but there's like literally... There's nothing else I can do beyond what I just did. Hey, Beekeeper, actually there is one more thing I can do. I can change it to this, but that's going to make it much harder to read. Wait a second. Ah, fuck off. Are you serious? Let's save. There's a save button that it has to work around, apparently. So that's fun. I'm going to spend a couple more minutes trying to fix this, and that's it. Let's see. Alright, we're still getting the wrong background color. Because that background should be gray and translucent. So the chat shit's just busted. For whatever fucking reason, the chat is just busted. Let's see. Yeah, not showing that at all. I don't know what they did, but they suck. Maybe they changed the... Let's see, copy, yada yada. Let's see if this has changed. It's the same URL. This is fucked. Our lab maybe an experiment went wrong, right? Oh fuck. Alright, so boxed, which is what we have been doing to make the chat look really nice on stream, is busted. Let's try, I don't know, chunky, which has no outline on the text, so it's not useful. Let's save on that. No, still busted. Alright, so the chat widget's just fucked up. And there's nothing that I can do that's gonna fix it. So, sorry about that. I'm gonna put it unboxed so at least the words are visible. And then we're gonna actually get into the game. I feel that's important at this point. That's what you're here for. Probably. Because a lot of shit's going down in this game right now. It's this. Seriously, where is this? There it is. Now we can go like that. Hell yeah. Look at that shit. Video games. Am I right? Am I right? How did we lose 75 frames? We have not lost any frames since like 8 a.m. and now we suddenly lose 75 frames as soon as I start. Why does this happen? I know why it happens. It's because Cox is a really bad company that cannot deliver the service that it claims to deliver while charging exorbitant prices because no one can switch ISPs. I know, right? Streamlabs being trashed. Never would have thought of that. Wild. It's so new. Alright, so where are we at right now? We're changing time because we're having both sides of the story happen, period. Because when we hadn't seen everything, when Rachel had only gone on one path, Tokyo was destroyed by the time we got there. And now... well, Rachel is going on every path. And the weirdest thing, I expected the paths to match up. Right? I think we all did. I thought that the paths would match up and the same thing would happen on each. Despite Rachel's involvement. But no, because at the cult, on the first path we took, we went through the sewers and then managed to save the other kids before they got guillotined. But then on the second path, they got carted off to a cargo ship. So there's a lot of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey bullshit happening. Quantum superposition of Rachel. Very, very much. Alright, let's do this. Kyoto area. Neon, wake up. But whatever happens, Rachel has to be there. If Rachel isn't there, then less stuff happens, and that's really interesting. We know Vanilla is alive. He seems to be in suspended animation. I pretty much accepted that the joke I made at the start, based off of some tiny clues dropped, I pretty much accepted that Rachel is actually a robot being remote controlled by Pochi. I'm schizophrenic, I see patterns. I thought I was joking. That's one of the main parts of schizophrenia, you know. People say that schizophrenics see patterns that aren't there. That's not true. Schizophrenics see patterns that are there, even if they're arbitrary. Apollo's gift of prophecy. Oh no, Apollo is schizophrenic?
I feel totally fine now. Thanks to you guys getting the antibiotics for me. Jennu, Yuki, Rachel, thank you so much.
And on this path, all the kids followed Rachel in both directions, which is also very interesting.
Oh, no need to thank us.
Chuko, you sure you're okay?
Aw, look who's worried.
Fine already. I drank the lifeguard that Tatsum gave me. My HP is full.
Also, the only, and this is something that Joy pointed out to me. First of all, there's this stuff about where they talk as though they're in a video game occasionally, which isn't what I was gonna say. But the only nutrition that these characters are getting is mushrooms cooked by Yuki, who is a terrible cook, and Lifeguard. Lifeguard keeps coming up, almost like it's a fake product placement.
I found it at the vending machine nearby.
Was it in a treasure chest?
Chuko said she was thirsty.
So anyway, you want to get going?
Huh? Go where?
Most energy drinks do last more than a year, right? Also, something that I have been thinking about is the fact that this isn't 1 year of growth. The buildings are overrun from top to bottom. More than a year has to have passed in the past year.
I mean, we asked a bunch of people underground, but no one told us how Tokyo is doing.
That's right, there is a treasure chest on the can label. Good eye, beekeeper. Chuko has also been eating flaming. That is true. But I imagine she doesn't do it very often because she doesn't like spicy food.
They just
Very wibbly wobbly.
people above ground all died. But that's only if poison chemicals are raining onto Earth, right?
Which isn't happening.
And obviously, that's just nonsense.
There's one more big clue that we discussed. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but it has to do with Yuki. The tree growth is more than a year. The vines and creepers could have gotten that far in a year. Ever see kudzu? I do know about vines and creepers. Our fence is actually decorated with them naturally. However, it's not just vines and creepers.
I mean, look at us. We're alive, aren't we?
So then the people in Tokyo...
Don't worry. I'm sure they're fine.
next goal is going to be Nagoya. If we go straight east from here, we'll hit Nagoya.
Hooray! Chicken wings, miso katsu, flat noodles, tempura rice balls, and eel balls!
On one hand, haha, get it? He's fat and he likes to eat. On the other hand, that sounds fucking delicious.
Jeez, Mo-chan!
All right, let's get moving. Next stop, Nagoya. Go-Getters Club!
So we're not even gonna try and figure out what else is going on with this other separate cult. I don't remember where Neon went. Do y'all remember where Neon went? We'll assume that time is a linear progression of cause and effect, but really it's more like a big ball of weeble, wibbly, wobble, but they don't fall down very nice. You had me at the first part.
Hey, hey, oh!
So, which way is east?
Neon got his emotions back and went to evacuate the rest of the underground. Okay, good. Thank you.
I'll lead the way.
East is clockwise from north. Very simple.
This game console has a compass function.
Got it. Lead the way, Pochi.
Yep, game console. That's what it is.
No prob.
Of course, the whole world's a game, so I suppose technically.
Hey, why'd we come to this temple that looks like you'd find it out in the boonies?
This is Kiyomizu Temple. This place is a national treasure and World Heritage Site, so it's very well known.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up, Kansai, you dick.
Since it was on our way, I felt like stopping by.
You felt like it.
That's interesting. There are certain areas where there's no growth at all, and they're not all tended by humans.
So what did you guys think about what Neon was saying?
What do you mean?
He said, humanity no longer feels anger or sorrow. There's no hatred, jealousy, or fear, so it's a paradise.
Oh, come on. That's just crazy.
Yeah. The people living underground didn't seem too happy either. Negative and positive emotions go hand in hand. If you lose anger and sorrow, you lose happiness and joy too.
That's what hell really is.
All right. Yeah. Hatsune, that's rough, buddy. Struck a pose as he said it, too.
If I can't eat good foods and be happy, I'd rather die!
No. Doing drugs is specifically going to hell before you die. Well, I guess losing anger is being already in hell. I don't know. None of this makes sense. And I believe that's by design.
Yeah, the word for paradise in Japanese starts with a Chinese character for fun.
Good to know.
So if it's not fun, it can't be paradise.
$1995 and 1994. What were the Chinese animals associated with the majority of those years? Those lunar years in their entirety.
Nah, you're wrong. A world without sadness is perfect.
It's true, says Aniki, who is sad all the time.
Aniki?
I agree.
Jenu is also sad most of the time. Dog and pig. Alright, so that would be Pochi and... Is Pi the pig? The obvious is Mo-chan. Because he likes to eat, get it? I think Pi is the pig, I think so too. Mo-chan is ox, that's right. So I'm glad they didn't go down that path. Pi and Pochi, of those 2 years, are the ones who can see vanilla. That's also an interesting thing, huh? "1994 was specifically Wood Dog." Interesting. Yeah, the 2 years associated with Pi and... Oh, what was the year of the rabbit before that?
What? Not you too, Jinu.
As well as after, I guess, because Vanilla is the rabbit. I don't know who Raicho is. I haven't figured out all of their Chinese zodiac counterparts.
You guys all know, right? I lost someone precious to me.
Tuco is the rat, obviously. 87 and 99. Neither of those fit into the pattern I'm looking for.
She was everything to me. She taught me all about the joy and beauty of life. I always looked up to her and wanted to be just like her.
No idea why that pause was there.
The theater is because of her. One day she told me, "I'll show you the most beautiful thing in the world." She sat me down in front of the TV, and she showed me the Hosekizuka Theater. My sister was just glowing, and in that moment, I felt my own heart catch fire. And it wasn't just because of the Hosekizuka video. It was seeing the heaven written all over my sister's face as she watched. This sister I looked up to so much. What was it she was seeing? I wanted to know the answer to that. I thought if I learned that, I could be more like my sister. That's how I got sucked into the world of Hosekizuka. My passion for Hosekizuka is directly related to my feelings for my sister. But my sister's not with us anymore.
Oh, by the way, apparently the official age of these kids is 12, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. There's like maybe 2 of them who even look or act remotely 12. These are clearly kids of a range of ages.
Those earthquakes that have been happening. It was one of those that killed my sister. And it happened right here in Kyoto. At the time, my sister was engaged to a guy living in Kyoto. One day, he told her he wanted her to come and visit. He said they'd look for a house together for after they were married. And that's why she went to Kyoto, where the earthquake killed her.
Oof.
Wait, the man she was engaged to, was it?
Yes. That was the point, yes.
Exactly. The guy you met earlier. Neon.
I'm surprised Kansai doesn't know that. There's only 9 kids here who are shocked. That makes sense. Because Yuki isn't shocked. And obviously Jenu isn't shocked. Who else isn't represented? Because there's 12 kids, right? And unfortunately, I'm terrible with faces. Huh. Weird. Vanilla. Fuck. Right. Okay. That's on me. Thank you.
I've met him a bunch of times. I used to tag along with Sis when they went on dates. He took us lots of places. I looked up to him too. He was the man my sister loved. So naturally, I liked him.
But that's not how I feel now.
Now I don't like him.
If he hadn't asked my sister to come to Kyoto, she'd still be alive. You could even say he killed her. That's why I hate him now. With all my heart. But a grudge is a heavy thing to carry. I really tried to let it go. Over and over.
That'd be wild if it turned out Neon caused the earthquake.
But I just couldn't do it. I can't cleanse my heart of the loathing I feel.
Are you really being honest?
Huh?
Aren't you just running away from your grief, Genu? The grief that's eating away at you, crushing your heart.
Now this is a realistic depiction of how kids deal with grief. They try to avoid doing so, and as quietly and as privately as possible. And it may make them seem angry or cold.
This grudge against him, it lets you turn away from that grief.
No!
Pochi's got it.
Wrong.
Then why did you protect him? Yuki told me all about it.
Ooh.
You saved his life underground, right? If you really hated him so much, you wouldn't have done that. The grief of losing someone is kind of like a knock.
A knock?
Yeah, a sign from the deceased. It's their way of saying, I'm here. Listen to me. The door is the tenderest place in your heart. It's fragile and easily damaged. So, if someone knocks there, it's really painful. But you can't ignore that knock. You can't pretend not to notice it. I mean, think how bad they must feel.
I mean, she's been pretending not to notice it for like, what, 4 or 5 years, right?
The one knocking on that door, they don't want to be forgotten. Go ahead and cry if you feel like it. Just let it all out. Tears are proof that your sister was alive and that she's still alive inside your heart.
That's some good onomatopoeia.
My sister. I loved her so much.
The kids are each coming to terms with the things that are eating them. So that's pretty cool.
Is this really the right way?
I'm sure of it.
Look at all these gates. Clearly, this is the right way. You don't just stack gates like this for no reason.
We're going straight east like the compass says.
Neon!
Hey, it's Neon.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to say sorry.
yeah?
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. After all, you were the one that found the antibiotics. I'm super grateful.
What's your problem, Kanzai? Still not convinced?
He lost his emotions because of Mike. It wasn't his fault.
That's the problem. You need to be going gay east. You're right.
Yeah, but
Neon, we found a flyer back in Kobe.
The first shot that we saw out of the underwater theme park also had a massive torii gate. Huh. That I didn't remember.
Does it have something to do with Mike?
Yeah. Mike used the monitor drones to drop those things everywhere.
Torii gates are a popular charitable donation and tax shelter in Japan. Of course. Of fucking course they are.
It's to lure people still living above ground to come to Kyoto's underground.
Why is it trying to lure them underground?
I'm not sure either, but I think it's got something to do with sunlight.
I have a feeling it has to do with angry moles.
Sunlight?
Not mole people, just regular moles.
When you get exposed to sunlight, your emotions come back.
Also, when you get exposed to sunlight, you can get a mole. See? It's all coming together.
That's why Mike is trapping humans underground.
So, the thing about the poisonous air is...
Of course, it's a lie. Mike has been spreading lies to keep people underground. I think that's why I still have
Wow,
some
Rachel
emotions
got
left.
pissed there.
What do you mean?
There's a certain place I used to visit from time to time. So I was exposed to sunlight more than the others. But it's forbidden to go outside for us undergrounders. So I would have been in big trouble if I'd been caught. That's why I ran when you first saw me.
Also, and I know I mentioned this last week, if a person can't connect an emotion to a choice, that choice becomes almost impossible to make.
I didn't realize you guys were the ones following me at the time.
But what did you keep going above ground for?
I told you, didn't I? To get to a certain place.
A certain place?
Well,
Oh,
it's where my love lies sleeping.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bad Road.
The underground exit. It comes out near Nanzenji Temple, where her grave is. I sneak out to visit her whenever I can.
I'm not familiar with Avogadro, or their number.
After all, it's my fault she died. 'Cause I asked her to come to Kyoto.
They've both been beating him up over this. They both got real fucked up. And they really should have just, been there for each other. You see? Very subtle messaging.
It used to be when I thought of her. It felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest. It hurt so much. I could barely even breathe.
but then Mike took the pain away. That's why you called it a paradise, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
Huh? Wait, don't you find that odd?
Find what odd?
Let's see. Tuco's the rat, Mochan ox, Kansai tiger, Vanilla rabbit, Nyoro snake, Pochi dog, Pai pig. Yeah, those are the ones that we figured out. We're missing dragon, horse, goat, monkey, and rooster. Not sure.
You used to go above ground to visit her grave. And because you were exposed to sunlight, you kept some of your emotions, right?
Yeah.
That means when you first visited the grave, you should have had no emotions.
Oh, Nyoro is the onomatopoeia for snake slithering. Gotcha.
It makes sense, right? You wouldn't have been exposed to sunlight yet. So then why did you want to visit her grave?
I heard a voice.
Ooh. Was it Vanilla?
A voice?
I think it's an otherworlder.
Ooh.
That thing spoke directly into my brain.
Wait a minute. An otherworlder?
All right. This is new lore. This is new deep lore.
Another worder?
Exactly, Pi. Exactly. You keep doing that your head empty, no thoughts thing. I adore you.
No, I said an otherworlder.
Oh, I like another worder.
I'm talking about people that live in another world. Of course, I knew you guys weren't gonna believe me.
Avogadro's number is the number of particles in a mole. Okay. I still don't understand. You mean like a parallel universe or like aliens? Well, we'll find out.
But it's the truth.
Look, we've seen some weird shit, Neon.
I listened to that voice and went to the grave.
We've seen weird shit you wouldn't believe. X's floating in the sky. Ghosts of 9-year-old girls. Who can only be seen by psychics. The two very separate cults that both use mind You know what? You know what? This one got away from me.
But maybe that was Mike's voice.
Nope, that can't be. Mike and the Otherworlder are enemies.
Ooh.
The Otherworlder is trying to defeat Mike.
How do you know?
Yeah, for real.
It's what the Otherworlder told me.
But what if he's lying?
But it also told me they can't beat Mike on their own.
Ooh.
It lives in another world, so it can't come here itself. There's just one thing it can do, and that's communicate with X-types.
Number of carbon 12 atoms in 12 grams of carbon, and approximately the number of atoms in a gram of a material that's equal to that material's atomic/molecular weight in atomic units. Okay, thank you. That I understand. Hi, Cherry. All right. X-types. X-types would be the people who can see the X's in the sky then. So that means the other world is related to Vanilla somehow.
X-types?
People of this world with powers that let the Otherworlders communicate with them.
So you're one of the X-types then?
No, I'm not an X-type. I'm just like a receiver. It's a one-way ability, not the same as the X-types, who can send and receive. And I heard the X-types are immortal.
Oh shit. Well, we know Rachel's immortal.
Immortal?
Yeah, no matter what they do, X-types don't die.
Interesting. So that means if we're right, Pochi, Rachel, and Pi can't die.
That's why the Otherworlder wants to use their powers to defeat Mike.
This has to be the silliest nonsense I ever heard.
Really? Really? After all this? This is the... You fought killer snowmen by eating Cheetos hot fries. And this is the silliest nonsense you've ever heard. Are you for fucking real right now, Chuko?
But I'll play along, okay?
Jesus Christ.
So where are these X-types?
They don't die, they get a game over and retry. Very true. No, that's not what happened. Has anyone tried the new Prince of Persia games? I've heard they're surprisingly good. Cue determination, yeah. We monsters don't understand your determination because we all have... I forgot the word right before I said it. Motivation. We all have our own motivations. But humans, players, just have determination. I love Undertale. Yeah, it is Ubisoft. That's the trouble. That's one that I'm, like, actually not buying.
I don't know.
You don't know?
But there is one clue. Here.
X-types have an X on their forehead?
Pochi and Rachel's foreheads are covered, as are parts of eyes.
That's what the Otherworlder told me. Back then, my emotions were still hazy. But I told myself, I can't forget this, and I wrote it down. So I'll give it to you. Here, you guys are gonna continue your journey, right? Then you may bump into some X-types.
Now we're getting some stuff that we absolutely did not learn on the other path. Alright, another star.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna find a way to get the people to come up above ground. But if I mess up, I might get hurt bad, or worse.
Don't say that!
It'll be fine. This is my own personal mission. I got lots of friends underground. I can't abandon them. No matter what happens, I gotta do what I can to save them.
Neon! Neon! I'm so glad you're really back!
Huh?
I mean, the Neon I know is finally back!
Oh, yeah. Sorry for worrying you, kid.
Sky Axes are less invisible and more easy to ignore. Maybe Rachel can see them because he has a robot processes visual information differently than a human. Very possible. We still need to understand why Pochi and Pi can see them. Pochi, I bet, has an X on his forehead, because we've never seen most of his face.
Still wearing that leader badge I gave you, huh?
Yeah. But...
Hey, why you taking it off?
Seeing you again, I feel embarrassed to wear it. I'm not the true leader you wanted me to be. But that doesn't mean I give up. On the day I'm gonna earn the right to wear this badge with pride, I plan on coming back here so you can see for yourself.
Okay then. I'm looking forward to it.
I just want to know one final thing. How does your chest feel now?
It hurts. It still feels like a hot knife stabbing deep into my heart. But I'm gonna keep that pain right here close to me and live with it. For now and forever.
Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel better somehow.
Okay, you guys. Be good.
Ain't no other way we are. Alright, I'm back. And next is a camp scene. Yeah, I was doing some stuff in the background. Don't worry about that. Alright. Here we go. This sounds like Sonic Adventure music. How's everyone holding up? Let's actually hit some heavy places in a shockingly realistic way.
Supposedly, a brilliant Japanese scientist created Mike. That's what Neon said, right?
Wait a sec. Nyoro's father is a brilliant Japanese scientist.
I didn't know someone capable of that existed in Japan. Do you think that person knows how to stop Mike?
Probably not.
The earthquakes that have been happening these past few years?
It's fracking, don't worry about it.
Genu lost someone special because of it.
It's okay, it's just the fracking.
Without any warning. Because of an earthquake weapon? Some say it was an experiment.
Oh, that big X in the sky. What was it called? Parthenon?
You mean Panopticon?
I like Parthenon.
Yeah, that. It wasn't a hallucination? It actually exists, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Supposedly, it's invisible because Mike camouflaged it.
So that panna cotta thing.
The Panopticon.
Ugh, it's so hard to say. Man, couldn't it have had a better name?
Yeah, that's a point.
Panopticon means Omnipotent Monitoring System. Normally, it refers to a design of a jail. It's got surveillance towers with guards surrounding the cells to watch them. That way, the guards can keep watch over all the cells.
I don't really get it. But what does that have to do with the X?
I think it's because it's similar to what the X functions as. It's also a device Mike made to keep watch over the whole world.
Ah, I see. That's why the ponycopter.
Panopticon.
I like Ponycopter too.
So I guess this whole world is a jail watched over by Mike, huh? That's horrible.
Actually, it makes me feel a little relieved.
Huh? Why is that?
It's proof that things exist, even if you can't see them.
There you go.
Right? Vanilla does exist.
I like Partycopter too. Unless it's in Saints Row. Then you don't want to be anywhere near the Partycopter. Saints Row's helicopters. Mox got me playing the game. We're playing it co-op. And the helicopters in Saints Row, they control so well. Best fucking helicopter piloting I've had in any video game ever. And then as soon as it or its payload touches something, it suddenly flings it several miles to the side. Just whoosh, you're across the map. It's fucked.
Right.
They're not like Resident Evil helicopters as long as you don't touch anything.
I haven't seen Vanilla in a while. I wonder where she is. Every time I see a bonfire, I can't help but remember Vanilla. Remember how she loved to roast marshmallows?
Oh, I thought she turned into a spirit and went to kill the king, who is a parasite that feeds off of his subject and serves no real purpose. No, wait, that's the plot of Demon Souls. I feel like that's true of real helicopters. Don't touch anything. Fair. I too can have a massive overreaction to being touched. Same. I feel for these vehicles.
And then... now that I think of it, during the Fate game, Vanilla's task was to eat marshmallows, right?
Hey, look. Bad Road and Pie got to the same place.
Fate game, Vanilla.
Oh, she's thinking. She's almost there. She's got it. She hasn't got it. So close.
Thanks to Neon, we know lots of things. The Undergrounders were acting strange because Mike stole their emotions with nanomachines. Nanomachines, huh?
Nanomachines, huh? Did she roast marshmallows by putting them near a fire, or by organizing a bunch of friends to make jokes about them? Porque no los dos.
Rachel, do you know about nanomachines?
I remember one roast that I saw on Comedy Central. I want to say it was Shatner, and Andy Dick was there, and just everyone started picking on Andy Dick, and he was almost crying by the end. It was fucking weird.
They're incredibly tiny machines. Do you know how small they are? They're minus 1 by 10 to the 9th meter small. Smaller than a cell. The size of an atom.
Ooh.
That's small, and you can't see them or tell if they enter your body. In other words, they're like a virus. The people invaded by Mike's nanomachines, they lose their emotions as if a virus is eating away at them.
Good thing that the nanomachines are anti-solar powered.
And the Undergrounders are the result of that.
What the hell are they made of that they're as small as an atom? I assume quarks. Just quarks. Viruses are huge compared to atoms, you're right. I assume that they're about the size that a nanomachine would be. Oh, I also love micro machines. One cultist said her emotions were made smaller by the will of Mike. I forgot about her. So emotions were made smaller. That's true. She's wrong about it because she is the daughter of a scientist and not a scientist herself.
Neon said the Undergrounders will get their emotions back if they get exposed to sunlight.
We've been at this for over an hour and there's been no gameplay. I didn't think that I would ever want to play a fully voiced visual novel on stream, but here we are. It's better than me having to read all of it out loud.
I wonder what that's all about. Maybe the sun's ray kills the nanomachines in the brain. Maybe Mike's nanomachines are vulnerable to UV light. kind of like vampires.
Huh. She almost had me.
Or, by feeling the sun, maybe the immune system gets activated.
Trying to make an Intel CPU joke. Can't make it work. It's like trying to make an Atom CPU do anything useful. That's good. We learned things and chatted about the conclusions we could draw from it. Yeah, that's gameplay in terms of a mystery game. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, Badroat's got a good point. Maybe vitamin D is what they're weak against.
And the nanomachines get purged from the body. In either case, it seems like neither Mike or its nanomachines are invincible.
I hate that I'm like this, but that's not how apostrophes work. That's okay. That's on me.
You remember I voted to go to Osaka, right? It wasn't because I wanted to go to Osaka.
Yeah, we figured that out.
I didn't want to go to Kyoto. Like I told you before, I lost my sister here. Usually, I don't think about her when I'm with you guys, but when I see Kyoto, I remember. And it's so painful, but now I'm glad I came.
Everyone's dealing with their grief.
I was finally able to grieve for her properly.
It's nice, actually. I vaguely remember the Strong Bad Grammar song.
I was finally able to face her death and let it go.
So that should have been neither nor. Oh, if it's supposed to be possessive, it's just ITS, but if it's supposed to be a contraction, then it's IT apostrophe S. Scalawag. As soon as I saw the lyrics, I remembered the tune.
How was Neon able to regain his emotions? I've been thinking about how it happened. Was it because he was exposed to sunlight? No, that's not it. Neon's emotions returned underground.
Mm-hmm. I was avoiding bringing that up.
Huh. So do you think this could be it?
Ding, ding, ding.
Neon. He pretended not to remember me.
Figured out why Jennu was able to lift him. Neon light. God damn it.
He was afraid that, by talking with me,
I'm proud of
his
you.
own grief would overwhelm him. Of course, fear is a form of emotion. So, Neon did have some emotions left. And he instinctively threw up a wall around his heart to avoid the grief. But when I saved him, his wall came crumbling down.
So I was thinking about this during the break. I think the reason that this game is working so well, despite just drawing on basically 100% tropes from Japanese cartoons, specifically cartoons aimed at a younger audience, is because it's drawing from both shonen and shoujo, so that it's not trying to be something specifically marketed towards one gender or another. And that's filling the gaps that those two genres, if you can call them that, those two marketing segments tend to leave. You mix them together and you get something really great.
All of the stored up emotions came bursting out again.
That's what she said.
Well, at least that's my theory.
Nope, sorry if that peaked the mic audibly. I have a one of these not very good Java Monster cold brews. We got them in, I think, like October. And this is like the third last one. It's just cold brew coffee, which was the big hipster thing for a while. That supposedly has more caffeine, but it's so negligible it doesn't matter. And it doesn't taste very good. And then they added some artificial sweetener to it. And they say it's just a little bit sweet, but it's actually way sweeter than it needs to be. For once, marketing segmentation fails to ruin something. Every so often. The game's trying to do something pretty specific by pulling so heavily on tropes. We're waiting for the results to come back. Yeah, same. Shono. Shogen. Most of what you taste with these Java Monster cold brews is the artificial sweetener, which already tastes bitter to me, so it's very odd.
So it looks like Jenu has superpowers too.
This is hell. This is hell, Tatsun.
Rachel, where do you think these powers are coming from?
Our hearts. Our friendship. Our battery-themed short shorts. Artificial sweeteners taste bitter to you too. Excellent. I've known a few people who have that particular genetic marker. It's like related, there's a bunch of genetic markers that they've been slowly discovering that make it so stuff tastes weird, basically. And when it first got popular with the fact that cilantro tastes like soap to some people, they came up with the word super taster because everything has to be a goddamn superpower.
A hidden power that's inside people? Evolving in response to danger?
But artificial sweeteners taste bitter, and IPAs taste like pine needles and cough syrup.
Or a side effect of the nanomachines might spread around.
That's not how evolution works, Tatsun. This is metamorphosis. But it's Pokemon evolution. That's why he has the battery-themed pants. He's a big fan of Plusle and Minun.
Huh? You think I'll get them next?
Which are some of the cutest Pokemons.
No way.
Oh right, this is in either timeline. This is before he gets his powers.
I'm sure I don't have any special powers. But if I could have a power...
Ooh. He's really thinking about it on this path.
So Vanilla's ghost wanted to go to Osaka, right?
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm not saying I believe it yet, okay? But if she did exist, I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Gonna be disappointed when he finds out he's just an Electro Ranger. There's nothing to be afraid of. She's just a tiny girl in a rabbit dress. Like July.
Anyway, I wonder what Vanilla needed to do in Osaka. Oh, I know! I bet she wanted to eat all the food!
You know what? I bet you're right.
She wanted to eat something before she died.
So in the background there, we see Hot Chip. We see an empty plate and what looks like an empty baking pan or an empty... Oh, I forget what the square plates are called. Doesn't matter. One of them's. And also a thermos, which is probably full of Yuki's mushroom soup.
If it were me, I would turn into a ghost just to eat some.
Ghost food? Hell yeah. I am down with this, Mo-chan. Let's figure out how to metamorphosize into ghosts and back so that we can eat all the ghost food. Mo is the sound Japanese cows make. Ah, interesting. Although him being the ox does actually seem really obvious from his vest. Square plus plate equals squate. Let's go with that.
I'm so jealous. I wish I'd gone to Osaka too. All we got to eat here was boil in the bag curry.
Aww. Need to get back to Holly's playthrough of Pokemon Ranger. I've never played that one. I've actually been thinking about getting a copy of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remake.
If we'd gone to Osaka, we could have had takoyaki and okonomiyaki.
Boil and bag curry is something that would last several years past the end of the world. So I imagine some of it is in the buildings. We are actually getting information on what they're eating and how. So I'm glad for that, because that was going to be a whole thing otherwise. How did you cook it? He boiled it in the bag. Yeah, they've got a campfire. They've got pots and pans.
The monitor drones Neon mentioned. He said we can't see them, but they're flying everywhere.
Rachel couldn't see them either. That's interesting. There's two different sets of things that can't be seen. People who can see vanilla can see the X's and vice versa. But the monitor drones were totally invisible until Kansai fucking crushed one. Hasn't Mo-chan mentioned that he carries cookware? I believe so. And at the very least, it's definitely visible in his backpack that he's carrying a lot of stuff. I don't like being watched.
I don't like it.
God damn it.
It makes me nervous being watched like this.
Yeah, that's what I said in fewer words.
And what are they supposed to be doing for us anyway?
And yet chemical wafers that will heat the food even without fire. They're terrible for the environment, but post-apocalypse you use what's available. Very fair. I think I'm familiar with those. I haven't been to a fucking military surplus store in years, though. There was one in Norman we used to go to. I bought some knives from it. Whoops. Sorry, I just hit the Windows key. My bad.
It may be some kind of super AI, but all it's doing is watching? Protecting people? What a lie.
What a load of shit.
If that were true, how come it didn't protect her?
Fuck yeah, Aniki. Fuck might. Usually go with those meal ready-to-eat bags. Makes sense. I've had those meals. They are gross. They are terrible. And I'm sure there's got to be a way to make them taste better. If you've ever watched MASH and heard them talk about how bad the food is, especially when they go to chemical rations, it really is as bad as they say. Used to keep MREs in my desk drawer when I worked at IBM. Occupational necessity. They had the chem heater thing for the main dish. That's wild. That's kind of cool technology. All you needed was water and a knife to open the pouch. I also like Aniki's VA. Like, all their VAs are doing good, but Aniki's is stellar. Aniki's got a lot of range for what could have just been the grouchy hedgehog as a gun. The old sea rats were awful. MREs have gotten a lot better. Well, I had some in, I want to say, the late 90s, early 2000s, and those were fucking gross. What about a guy in the army who said grace before opening his MRE? When he finished, his buddy says it didn't work, it's still there. I thought that was a joke on MASH. As you read it, my brain just transcribed that onto some MASH characters. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Lima beans with ham are still terrible and still referred to as ham and motherfuckers. Oh, fuck. Ham and motherfuckers, that's really good.
Let me ask you again. Are you sure you saw Vanilla's ghost?
So what I really like about streaming this game, beyond the fact that it's been really cool to watch the story and mystery unfold, is there's a lot of chance for all of us to just talk about whatever. It's been a blast.
I mean, a ghost? It must be a joke.
A ghost joke? A goke? That sounds racist, so I'm not going to say it again. That was a little too close to an actual slur, and I apologize. I guess Jost would be better. Yeah, I dislike lima beans a lot. I dislike most beans.
Yeah, well, I still can't believe it. If you think logically, ghosts just can't exist.
I've never had them sautés. I've only had them boiled, and they were terrible. Garlic makes everything better. Okay, Wario.
Yeah, if everyone became a ghost after they died, the whole place would be swimming with ghosts.
I need to replay Wario Land 4. We replayed Wario Land 3, and that game is a Metroidvania with a level select. It's really cool, and I would love to see more games in that style. Another example of that would be Demon Crystals, I think it's called. It's Gargoyle's Quest 3. Not Demon Crystals. Fuck. Demon something. Demon's Crest, thank you. It is a great game. I think all three Gargoyle's Quest games are great. I do have a special attachment to the first one, though.
It's just hard to believe in ghosts at this age.
You're 12. Only you're clearly 6.
And even if they did perhaps exist, we can't touch them or see them, so there's no reason to think that they exist.
But with that logic, you can't prove they don't exist either.
Can't prove a negative, huh? Okay, let's put it this way. It's extremely unlikely they exist.
How about this? Alright. Get Vanilla. Okay, separate Pi and Rachel and Pochi. Alright, so they can't see what each other are doing. And have Vanilla dictate a message for everyone to write down. And when they come back together, they will all have the same message written down, thus seemingly proving that Vanilla is really there and is really a ghost. Teenage atheist philosopher Nyoro, yep. Yeah, I literally came up with a way to prove Vanilla exists. We sure did.
Hey, you believe him, Tatsune?
Well, to be honest, I half believe it, half don't.
I trust Rachel completely. I half trust Pi. And Pochi, I don't like that guy. So I trust and a half.
Even in Electro Rangers, they left it kind of ambiguous as to whether ghosts exist.
I bet you anything they were just hallucinating.
Yep. Just hallucinating. Rachel doesn't hallucinate. He's a robot being remote controlled by Pochi. She lies like a dog.
Because they miss Vanilla so much.
Okay, Beekeeper, thanks for coming. We'll see you later. And that scientist's name? Albert Einstein. Fucking hell.
So are you saying you don't miss her then, Chuko? Of course I do. If I could see her again, I'd love to.
Rachel might hallucinate if he's a large language model. Yeah, but that's a very different definition of hallucination. If we apply things like free will to them, it's more like psychosis, which can involve hallucinations.
Well, I feel that way too, but...
Of course. We all feel the same way. Vanilla was our friend, after all.
Deep Dream was wild. There was dogs in everything.
But that's different from whether we believe in ghosts or not. I can't lie to myself and say that I believe.
Well, I haven't seen her, so I can't just believe it that easy either.
But I do half believe it. That part was easy.
Mike wiped out emotions for world peace, right? But I don't know.
The Infinite Pagoda and the Recursive Bridges, I remember those. Deep Dream was such a cool little game, basically.
If you don't have emotions, is that really peace?
Kansai, also teenage atheist philosopher.
A dweeb like you should know at least.
What did you say to me?
There, you see? That's you all over, Kansai.
Damn, that's a burn, Aniki. When machine learning computer vision stuff wasn't just for laundering art theft, very much so.
You're all about emotions and gut instincts. It's why you're always screwing stuff up. Jealous of Rachel. Annoyed at Mochan. Mad at me. Snapping at Chuko.
I had a friend a lot like Kansai back in high school. I wonder if he ever got better.
You can't control your emotions, so you're always making trouble. Right? Emotions do cause conflict. And that's why Mike stole them.
Burn. Also, Aniki is like 20. I don't care what they say. Can't find it again, but I saw a video of a frog that had been filtered by image correction software that didn't know about frogs, and it was wild. Oh wow. Sit, Risby. Here, that's a good baby. That's a good baby. Risby. Hi. Oh, you want to come over and get pets, huh? Say hi to the stream, Risby. He says hi. He saves his barking for danger. Or at least when he thinks there's danger. Good boy. I've been slowly, up till I have recently, because we had to correct a trauma response that Gaston has. But up until then, we'd been working on teaching them both how to bark quietly, so that they wouldn't terrify people in the house and only use their very loud barks to signal danger. That one Gaston was actually better at. Risby has a hard time controlling his volume. That's what I'm talking about, puppy.
Well, you got a point.
The animation is very simple, but this look on Kansai's face right here, on the character model, not the portrait, it's just this sense of He's reaching for his calm, and I really like it. It's so simple, but the facial expressions have been goddamn incredible to me. Incredible to me. Brother-in-law is trying to teach his dogs to bark less. If you have tips, maybe I could pass them along. It can be a difficult thing to teach. But, I'll think about that.
Aniki,
Hi.
you're right. My personality is always getting me into fights. But since we came to Kyoto, I finally understand. Without emotions, mankind might as well be dead.
Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
Without jealousy, you can't grow. And without sadness, you can't be nice. Without anger, you can't even point out other people's mistakes.
What is a people?
Aniki, you got mad before, so you straightened me out, right? I appreciate it. Seriously, thanks. But Aniki, you gotta fix your own bad attitude or people are gonna hate you.
Look at this. The two angry kids teaching each other about their own calms. I like this.
I'm not gonna lie. You really ticked me off.
Huh. I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
Aniki, are you fucking serious? That's the line you're gonna go out on? Take a deep breath, and instead of being a dick, apologize. Don't try and make Kansai into the bad guy here when you fucked up. Ah, theology, that's the one. That's exactly right, Bad Road.
X-type. Huh. I was thinking about what Neon said.
I'm kind of shaped like an X. See, I have 4 limbs.
X-types have an X on their forehead. I still don't get this whole Mike thing or this X-type thing. And I only have...
Sony calls it cross-type. Meanwhile, literally 0 people who play the PlayStation call it a cross.
After all, that was a lot to suddenly dump on us. But the phrase X-types have an X on their forehead is kind of bugging me.
So the thing that I really like about the PlayStation buttons is that, and this is just a small minor thing, but the circle on the right has 1 side, the cross on the bottom has 2 sides, the triangle on the top has 3 sides, and the square on the left has 4 sides, so the buttons can be numbered just as easily. And I think that's really cute.
It sounds cool. Kind of like a hero in a comic book. Hey, Rachel, do you see an X on my forehead?
No. I see a couple of V's, maybe W's. The camera fucking zooms in. Just to make sure.
No, huh?
Yuki could also have an X on her forehead.
Mr. Rachel, I told you underground I was a fan of the Jose Kizuka Theater, right? Miss Janu and I bonded over it earlier.
How? She has no memories of anything that happened before she fell from the sky, supposedly. How does she have enough memories to be a fan of this theater troupe? Huh. Wait, if we draw an X on someone's forehead, will they be able to see the panopticon? Yes, I think that's a yes.
Yeah. I never knew you were a Fuki Yamami fan, Yuki.
She had no memories. He hasn't talked about regaining any memories.
I mean, Yamami is the top actress for playing the men's roles.
No, Yamami is the top actress for playing the men's roles. Yo!
Yes! Well, I didn't think you'd be a Risa Hamafuna fan either. Hamafuna is the top actress for the lady roles.
Good to know.
Of course, there are a few actors for the male roles I love too. But Hamafuna is so elegant and beautiful. She's so charming.
PlayStation controller with the X buttons icon replaced by a picture of a St. Andrew's cross. Isn't there a kind of amnesia where you lose events but retain facts? Yes. But we have specifically determined that she has total amnesia. So she remembers nothing about herself and only basic things like how to talk, how to eat, things like that. The troupe was popular where she used to be, and that was weird, but Jenny was excited about the gay actors and they didn't investigate it. Yeah. This didn't occur to me until the second mention of it.
Her voice is so wonderful. It makes my heart tremble.
Like I said, Joy and us, we have ideas about Yuki, but I feel like saying them would might actually spoil something very big.
Exactly. You're amazing, Yuki. You really get it. Seriously, nothing makes me happier than this. I never thought I'd find someone in the Go-Getters Club I can talk about Hosekizuka to.
I wish we could have more people join us.
I mean, I bet Rachel's into it.
I wish the others could see how amazing Hosekizuka is.
But I don't think they'd get it.
That's not true. Where there's a will,
There's a way. Yeah, I guess I should try. Will you help me, Yuki?
of course.
Okay then. Rachel, let's start with you.
Okay, let me start by telling you the history of Hosekizuka.
So she knows a lot about Hosekizuka.
Hosekizuka Theater was established in 1913.
That's it? That's it, okay. I feel like that conversation just ended in the middle. Did Rachel just tune out?
You guys have a moment? I, kinda remembered something super important.
Oh, you too, Pi? Same here, actually.
So did Yuki.
Huh?
It's about how humanity lost their emotions, right?
Oh, well, no.
Then me too.
Now everyone's talking over Pi again.
Me too!
I remembered too.
I just remembered we're all dead.
I think the signs were there from a while ago.
I mean, that'd still be a better plot twist than Star Ocean 3.
Probably about 3 years ago. I think people gradually started to lose their emotions from the summer of 1992.
People in class suddenly started to act cold.
They laughed and cried less and less each day.
Back then, I thought maybe that just means they're all growing up or something.
No, that just means they're in public schools. Public schools are not good. Honestly, private schools are not good for other reasons. But the public school system here sucks.
But it wasn't that. People were starting to lose their emotions.
And it wasn't just kids that it was happening to.
The teachers, parents, and other adults too.
The only ones that were left with their emotions were us.
I like Trauma Factory. That's a good description.
We laughed a lot. And we also cried because of how cold everyone else had become.
Yeah, I remember Kansai going off on everyone with, "How come you're not laughing?" Swinging his bat around like a crazy person.
This is a hell of a thing to just suddenly remember. Also, I want to hear what Pi remembered too.
What a nut.
You're one to talk!
Anyway, it was April 1993. They gathered us all together in that classroom in Tokyo.
What a weird movie. Hey everyone, what a weird movie.
You're all terrible children. Absolutely good for nothing. That's what the teacher said, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't for the reasons we thought. It was because we still had emotions.
And that's how the Go-Getters Club came to be. That's how we met each other.
Hey, we're finally learning their backstory, as are they. I'm also waiting for them to let Pi speak. Yeah, that's interesting, but I've remembered something else. But while you were talking, I forgot it again. Steel guitar plays.
But how come we'd forgotten that up to now?
Our memories were stolen when we were in the pods at the amusement park.
So are you saying it was the mastermind that made us play the fate game?
I noticed there, it's not on screen anymore, but I noticed there that there was a difference between the dialogue spoken and the dialogue as written. Aniki said amusement park, but the script said theme park. So that's nothing. I just noticed it as all.
Not really.
So yeah, this is moving towards the idea that more than a year has passed here.
In fact, I'm sure that's wrong. How can you be so sure? 'Cause, you see, the mastermind that made us play the fate game was...
Oh right, she hadn't remembered yet in this timeline. Who?
Vanilla!
Zing!
Huh?
Alright, so in both timelines, they do in fact learn and remember this. Go to the old capital, cleared Kyoto. We've got another story segment here. Did someone sit on a piano? Multiple times, yes.
Hey, Pi! I know I'm being a pain, but tell me one more time.
Oh, look at these happy little deer.
Why would Vanilla make us play a fate game?
I told you so many times already. I don't know the details.
Pi was the first one to wake up and come out of her pod. And you talked
Her
to
pie pod.
right?
Well, yeah. It was only for a few minutes, though.
Listen, I need everyone to play the game of fate. Everything's all ready, so we just need the others to come out of their pods. There's not much time, so I'll keep this short. Anyway, this is the only way we can remove everybody's brainwashing.
That's a pie paw. That's a pie paw.
I'm sure we were all brainwashed at that time. And to fix that, we needed to be exposed to a life or death situation. I guess Vanilla knew that.
Or, you know, the sun.
But why
Apparently.
would Vanilla tell Pi that?
Oh! That? Don't worry, okay? I know I say game of fate, but no one's gonna actually hurt each other. So in a way, this is like a prank.
Not much sunlight at the bottom of the ocean. That's true. I think they were in a fairly shallow area, though, because it was pretty bright outside the windows.
But someone could get really hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that would be like super, super bad, right?
So please, sabotage everyone with me.
You were the safety mechanism in case something unexpected happened?
The first time they've had both halves of the idea. Last time they knew Vanilla wanted to get rid of the brainwashing. They hadn't encountered the Undergrounders, so they didn't know what that meant. Oh, you're right. Vanilla's idea of a prank is making folks think a bunch of their friends are dead. Yeah, that's what a prank is according to YouTube.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
You know how Vanilla is a ghost, right? So I guess she needed someone with a physical body to help her. A ghost, huh? As a daughter of a scientist, it's hard for me to accept it. But hearing all this,
So then you believe that Miss Vanilla exists?
yeah.
We know that Vanilla is a ghost, but we have no idea how. Yeah. The next section is where they learn that Vanilla is in a tube.
I do too. Wow. Vanilla was really with us, huh?
Pochi, Rachel, did you guys know about this?
Of course we didn't know.
And Vanilla said nothing during the trip?
Nope. Nothing.
I wonder why Vanilla didn't tell us the truth.
I also wonder how Vanilla knew about the brainwashing and how to lift it.
Do you know how, Miss Pie?
Beats me. We're going to have to ask Vanilla in person.
Or in Ghost.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Me? Oh, sure.
What the heck are we doing at the Great Buddha in Nara?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself.
We were heading east from Kyoto, right?
How did we end up in Nara?
Did we make a mistake and come south?
Huh, this is a new one.
But how would you mistake east and south?
Someone did ask where east was a minute ago.
Pochi was the one navigating.
And Pochi said he had a compass.
Pochi said his console has a built-in compass.
Maybe the Earth's geomagnetism is messed up. And because of that,
The deer were foreshadowing. They were.
Huh?
I swear, believe me.
Well, plenty of weird things have happened, so it wouldn't exactly surprise me.
The earthquakes don't seem like they'll calm down either. So maybe the whole Earth itself is screwed up.
So what should we do now?
It doesn't change the fact that Nagoya should be our next target. If we're going to Tokyo, we have to pass through Nagoya.
But why would Pochi send them in the wrong direction? Because I don't believe this is in error. Nothing in this game has been in error.
If we go from here, would it be east northeast?
Yeah, let's head that way for now. Even without a compass, if we know where the sun is in the general time, we can infer the direction.
There you go.
Then let's just go, huh? Playing around with the deer here won't get us anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're off to Nagoya.
The next fork is during an action stage. Huh. I guess that means everything ahead is gonna be all new. Yeah, it's on the train. I don't know how we would change the direction there. Who is missing their superpower? God, I love these pictures though. Okay, Chuko has fire. Mochan has metal. Hansei has bat. Vanilla is a ghost. Tatsune is Electro Ranger, and this is where he gets his power. Nyoro gets Inventor. Aniki doesn't have a power yet. Yuki doesn't have a power yet. Raicho has Pitcher. Genu has Gravity Flip. Pochi doesn't have a superpower. Ai has Shield. So we're missing 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4 superpowers. We had a choice to choose, but we were locked out of one. Okay, so that should be available to us now. As we finished every other stage up to now. Let's give it a try. We're gonna do this train scene, and that'll be the last scene tonight. We're gonna skip a lot of the dialogue.
Woohoo!
No, we got half an hour. We can go through it again. Train montage!
I told you, don't call it a train. It's a locomotive.
Don't call it a train. I've been here the whole time.
One more thing. How can you stand on the seats with your shoes on? That's so nasty.
They literally have, or they used to have signs in BC Public Transit that said don't put your feet on the seat, because that's gross.
Oh, Tatsune, you're such a goody two-shoes.
I wasn't really being serious, you know.
Oh no, are you saying Tatsune is wrong about trains?
Good thing Pochi knew how to drive this thing.
I guess he spent lots of time playing a train simulator game.
He said it's exactly the same as the game.
A trimulator.
At this pace, we'll get to Tokyo in no time.
Tokyo. Wow, Tokyo.
We're finally gonna get back to Tokyo, huh?
Saying Tatsune is needlessly pedantic about trains. Very fair.
It sounds like it came from the back.
Let's check it out.
Colonel. The clap of my train cars keeps alerting the killer robots.
Piedalone! Long time no see, monkeys. It's me, Penelope.
Not you again!
You seriously don't quit, do you?
That's right. I'm like Weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Oh right, I forgot that reference was here.
That's the type of person I am.
That is a very 90s thing to say.
But you're not a person at all.
Rude.
Yeah, you're trapped!
No, you deserved that one, Chuko.
So, what are you here for?
Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly. Now you're just being weird. Fine, I'll tell you. I've come for 3 reasons. 1, I'm here to finish you all. 2, I'm going to build a vacation home in Palm Beach, Florida. And 3, I'm going to punish the traitor.
guess we can ignore point 2.
Pi gets it.
But the third reason, who's this traitor?
Okay, I love this portrait here. That's really good. I didn't remember that.
Quit screwing around and just tell us!
Is Penelope the cat? Yeah, that would make sense. The cat who got left out of the Zodiac for being a dick.
What are you, anyway?
What if it's the Great King Angelmwa?
That's true. It could be the Great King Angelmwa.
You mean that Nostradamus thing?
Good old Nostradamus. The year 1999. The year 1899. 7th month. From heaven will come a great king of terror to bring back life. The great King Angelmwa. That was pretty good. I could go a little further with it, actually. The Great King Angelmwa. I should have done the nasal thing, and I forgot.
It's just a robot that Mike renovated.
Oh!
All it really wants to do is capture you all again. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Vanilla's here. I forgot. This bit is so weird. They do it a couple times through the linear story, where they stop down completely to show you the Angelmwa thing, and we don't know what it's connecting to. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
The important thing is, it's showtime!
Showtime?
Yep.
What, like Showtime Pizza?
Start. A gruesome show to bury you all.
Transform. So on this path, this is the second time we've seen her transform, I believe. It was the first time she transformed on the other path. I'm surprised they haven't done more with it.
Forming again! This one ain't gonna be easy.
No, she transformed at the start, right? Even so, that's like 3 total.
What should we do?
Let's retreat! Everyone, run to the front car!
Got it!
Come on, Tatsun.
Hey, Tatsun, what are you doing?
What are you Tatsuing?
To be a newborn baby deer?
You're doing that now? You're just so scared you can't move.
Right, what I say. Showtime the premium cable channel, Showtime the Homestuck song. Yeah, I don't got any. I don't got any other Showtime things after pizza.
I knew it.
And again, there's nothing after pizza.
Rachel, can you carry Tatsun and run?
Radical, radical, radical. Yeah, that was actually the first thing it said. Was the pizza parlor.
I'll deal with this thing. Just go! Don't worry about me!
Rachel!
Here I come, you monster!
I like how Chuko is yelling and Rachel is emoting. Oh, that's Showbiz. Okay, that's also on me. Oh no, she's out of hot chip. Now all she has is lie.
There's nothing in the bag. That must mean... Hey! Let me go! Let me go!
What should I do now? I could chop these two up and gobble them down.
Nom 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 nom.
But it's kinda sad I only have one person watching the show. I'd rather go to where everyone can see.
Wait!
You're going to fight me? You're going to resort to violence? Is that really okay?
That's right. You can't resort to violence no matter what. That's a rule my mom always told me to keep.
Sometimes, Tatsun, violence is the answer.
Right. So would you mind getting out of my way then?
There was one soy cheese that was actually really good and melted like real cheese that I used to get.
I said, get the hell out of my way!
Sometimes, Tatsun, your mom doesn't know wit. It's true.
You're a waste of skill, you ridiculous four-eyed, sniveling little worm!
I have always liked the insult waste of skin. The implication being that there's a limited amount of skin in the world.
What did you call me?
You're such a goody two-shoes, Tatsun.
Oh, Tatsun, you're such a goody two-shoes.
I am not a goody two-shoes.
Alright, let's figure out the theoretical limit of skin.
The real me wants to pee on the carpet and play mahjong all night long.
So that makes a lot more sense if you're playing this immediately after the previous chapter. I admit to anyone who didn't see the first timeline stream, I admit that this sounds completely nonsensical, but I love it anyway.
I'm shady, cruel, and relentless. I'm a lone wolf, dark hero.
Henshin!
Tatsun?
Roaring lightning, raging plasma, hyper...
No. Wait! You're about to unleash some kind of special attack, right?
Yeah.
Don't you see the situation here? Look! I've got hostages!
So what? Lose the battle, but win the war. That's how I roll.
But in that situation, wouldn't we be the ones losing?
Shut it, ugly.
Ugly?
Anyway, here goes.
You call me ugly!
Roaring lightning, raging plasma, hyper-electric wave!
If that had hit me, your two friends would be dead right now!
Maybe.
Maybe?
Damn it! If that's the case, only one thing to do with these two. Bye!
Fuck it. Yelpy had her fuck it moment. Just totally fucking ignores her too.
It went perfectly. I can use this time to get to the front car. After all, the most important thing is that I punish the traitor. And so, piano loud!
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Damn it. We need to run after that thing.
Let's go.
Hey, wait! Tell me, what were you going to do if that electro thingy actually hit us?
I planned the whole thing out. I made it slow enough so it could dodge it. Anyway, you're not hurt, are you?
Well, no.
I'm really glad. I mean, if your face got hurt, you might wind up even uglier than you are now.
I know I said this last time we were here, but Jesus Christ, Tatsune.
You called me ugly again! What's up with the way you're acting? Are you really Tatsune?
Tatsun? Oh, that's just the face I show as a disguise. My true name is Electro Ranger Black.
So he's more of a Batman than a Superman. Did you ever learn who the traitor was the first time around? Because I have thoughts. I assume it's Vanilla. But I am not 100% on that.
Evil to conquer evil. The sixth hero of the Electro Rangers.
No way! You just made that up right now, didn't you?
Anyway, leave the rest to me. Ugly weaklings need to stay back.
I'm not ugly! I'm slightly above average!
It could also be Pochi.
Fine, then let me reword it. A slightly above average weakling.
No, I'm coming with you!
They're in the front car at the end of the scene, so we think the candidates are Genu, Pochi, and Vanilla. Yes. All three of those characters have done things that imply that they know more than they're letting on.
Fine, do what you want.
All right. Duck.
What was that sign just now?
Electro Ranger Black fears nothing. We will proceed.
But I thought the sign said warning. See, look what I told you! That was dangerous!
But it was nothing for Electro Ranger Black.
You look like you barely made it.
It's all according to plan.
What kind of plan is that?
This Joker-ass motherfucker. Whoop. Oh, no. I think that's what I did the first time, too. Alright, let's try that again. Wasted. Yep.
So you gained your own powers now, eh, Tatsune?
Yeah, just like you and Rachel.
Seriously, what's with these powers anyway?
You died.
Beats me. But I do have a feeling it's related to Mike.
Mike, huh?
Sorry, nothing. Well, that's probably fine, right?
Did you see that sign? There might be something again.
Chuko, would you like to go first?
Huh?
I'm telling you that you can go ahead.
Huh? Are you scared?
Don't joke. If you want to make me laugh, your face is enough.
I'm above average! Anyway, let's be careful.
And here we go. Hi there, Schneider.
A tunnel?
It's so dark, I can barely see anything.
Actually, she's not a Voltron anymore, remember? She changed back. She'll be a Voltron again soon, though.
You should be happy, Chuko. Maybe now you can find a boyfriend.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it's like the double axe handle of robots.
We can't wait to get out of the tunnel. We need a light in here.
Has there ever been a tag team that does a quadruple axe handle as their signature?
Yeah, but... Oh, I know.
Huh?
Why don't you try that electro thing you did earlier? I'm sure that'll be right.
Wait. Hyper Electric Wave is a special attack. It shouldn't be used as a mere lamp.
You want want to go on in the dark?
We have no choice. I suppose I can use the hyper-electric wave.
With Katsu here, we can handle it if you blow a fuse.
Don't say it like that.
Aw, I can't go backwards. There we go. Who needs superpowers? I think I got a sticker for that the first time.
Look, over there!
There she is. That's a Voltron, more or less.
Trying to get to the front car.
First Google results brought up that asshole Joey Ryan, so probably not. That's a shame. Quadruple axe handle would be a great finisher.
Hey, Tuko, Katsu, Rachel! What are you guys doing there?
What? You can see us?
Yeah, barely. Through the crack in the door.
So everyone's in the front car?
Yeah. We're trying to keep the door closed, but... Whoa, Katsu! Why give up like that?
Why are you wearing so much spandex?
Electro Ranger Black.
No man should have that much spandex.
Huh?
I said call me Electro Ranger Black, kid.
Did Katsu bang his head or something?
Now we have to stop that thing.
Just let him be Electro Ranger Black.
But what can we do?
Leave it to me. As long as Electro Ranger Black is here, it won't lay a finger on any of you.
Katsu?
Anyway, we're hanging up, okay? Later.
So you caught up to me, eh?
I like that she's not actually scaled to the size of a train.
Now's your chance.
Huh? What are you talking about? I let you cretins go because you were low on my list of priorities, but...
Honestly, anyone should be allowed to have all the spandex. I think it's a basic right.
So your true target is in that car, eh?
And what if they are?
Nothing.
She is specifically avoiding gendered pronouns too.
Whatever. It's a nuisance. But I guess I'll start by getting rid of you guys.
Bring it on. I'd like to see you try. Here goes.
I like that when we redo these scenes, some stuff is contextualized now. A Voltron is a assemblement of electronic objects. Pretty much, yes.
In the Electro Ranger movie. Is its left hand broken? If I attack its left hand, I think I can easily beat it.
Take that, you jerk. Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting that we don't have a health meter. It's one hit and dying. Alright, fairly short range. Can't charge it either. There we go. And transforming back. And Electro Ranger time. Oh, I missed again. There we go. Horrifying. The Voltron part, not the gendered pronoun part. Thanks for the clarification.
See, I'm not a goody two-shoes, right?
Tatsune, you're kind of an asshole, but you're also a badass.
Are you okay? Hey, wake up! Tatsune! Tatsune!
Dang, I thought we'd be finished the scene in half an hour, but we still got a bit to go. Alright, everyone's back together.
Tatsune be okay?
Yeah. I think he's just so tired, he passed out.
He did put out a lot of electricity. That's gotta be exhausting.
I'm sure once he rests a little, he'll be fine.
Tatsune there makes me miss Jack so much. I'm gonna be very happy to restream Stranger of Paradise.
That's a relief.
Tatsune. He did that for all of us.
Huh? What did my brother just say?
Alright, I'm from the 90s. Well, technically from the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s. They also have a very well-deserved reputation.
It was from over there.
Oh wait, there's a fast forward button apparently. Why has that never worked before? Why does it only work when I accidentally touch the triggers? That's fine. It's fine. Horrifying things are happening.
Why? Why is that creep here?
I thought Tatsune's electric attack knocked it out of here.
Sorry about that.
It might only work in scenes. Oh, you're probably right.
Oh no, Tatsune isn't in any shape to fight.
I think we should retreat again and come up with a plan.
All right, hurry up, everybody. Let's run into the front car.
That's enough already!
There we go.
Not going to just stand here anymore and let you hurt my friends!
Did this happen last time? I honestly don't remember.
Vanilla.
Hurry, close the door!
Okay.
Aniki! He's still in the other car!
What?
What now? It looks like Mr.
We're almost at the choice now.
separated from us. Why would he? The connector between this and the second car! What is that fool thinking?
So something I really love and I didn't really notice before, a lot of the 2D backgrounds are very pretty watercolors, while a lot of the 3D backgrounds and characters, like non-human characters, like Penelope here, they all look like miniatures or toys.
Big brother, are you crazy?
It really is like a really strong artistic style.
Hey, don't you try to be a hero!
Don't worry about me. Just shut the door and stay quiet in there.
Don't be a fool!
GTFO!
In here.
I thought you were just a dummy, but I guess you got guts too.
Shut it. Quit blabbing and come at me. I'll smash your stupid face in.
We'll see.
I thought hard. In an instant, my head was spinning full throttle. What should I do now? Wait. I know this situation. If that's the case, this is really bad. If I stay like this, the future will be set. I need to decide immediately. The answer I chose was... Which one was locked last time? I honestly forget.
You want to press the emergency.
Okay. Emergency button it is. That's right. This future has a chance. It's super dangerous, but I have to take the chance. Please let it work. Here I go. All right. That's a good cliffhanger to leave it on, huh? Dang. Y'all, that's rough. I guess we'll have to wait for next week. Same end of the world time, same end of the world channel. All right. So, over at patreon.com/SquirrelLily, you can help us continue to do this every month as a job for as little as $5 a month. So let me read out those lovely folks who continue to support us. Here we have Sage, the Melodic Freak System, Andymonium, and Melissa Case. Thank you so very much for helping us to continue to do this damn near every day. Alright, we've also got a schedule over at schedule.truck.community. If everything goes to plan, tomorrow, tomorrow, July will be starting on Harvestella, which is the farming game that's made for people who don't like farming games. Then Saturday in the morning over at Wandering Beekeeper will be playing some Minecraft. During the day, you might see some streams from Willow over at WillowMist23, doing variety streaming. And then in the evening, it will either be Slox playing Toontown Rewritten, or Demon Dog playing Half-Life on the Xenon Fiber channel. Sunday, we got more Willow streams during the day at WillowMist23. And then we got Wandering Beekeeper over at his channel playing Roots of Pacha. Monday, we got Andy playing more Slay the Princess over at Andymonium. Then September and Soleil will be playing some more Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Tuesday we got Willow again in the daytime slots at WillowMist23, and then back here Soleil will hopefully get to play Scars Above. It's been over a month since she was able to stream. Wednesday we got Bad Road on the channel Bad Road playing Dirge of Cerberus, and Sue is either gonna continue Mortal Shell with Remy or switch to something entirely different. It's like the opposite problem of Liza P. It seems to have good politics, but also it's a really not well-designed game. And then Thursday, we got Andy with more Slay the Princess, or whatever they're doing next at Andymonium. And I'll be playing what is probably going to be the finale of World's End Club. So that's going to be a blast. We just had the thought of Portal 2. How are you holding up? Because I'm a potato, but with PLP as GLaDOS. That's my favorite line from that game. It's delivered so perfectly dry. How are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. Alright. Over at our YouTube channel at youtube.truck.community, there's lots of cool VODs to watch. You can catch up if you haven't seen all of these. If you haven't seen all of these, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing currently doesn't make a lot of sense. My favorite might be, this is the part where I kill you. Yeah, that was great. This is the part where he kills us. This is the part where I kill you. Text appears on screen, the part where he kills you. That's Portal 2 had some brilliant fucking writing. Okay. So that's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks everyone so very much for joining me. This has been a blast, and it's gonna continue to be a blast. I am very happy I decided to get this game, because this type of writing doesn't happen a lot anymore. And I think it's very cool to see a game that's about being mysterious, that's actually written well and knows what it's doing. Oh right, I forgot the achievement happens too. All right, let's get some words of wisdom before we go. The words of wisdom for tonight are, that's why you never see Mark Hamill in the rain. Food for thought. Food for thought. All right, good night everyone. Thanks for coming.